Now on Triad today, I'm so glad to have these two lovely ladies with me. Let's meet them right now. Lori Bates, our director. On my immediate right, of course, is Andrea Hulighan. She's program officer for the Winston-Salem Foundation. Good folks over there. She's also advisor to Youth Grantmakers in Action. We're going to find out what YGA is all about in just a second. Speaking of which, next to Andrea is Jennifer Matthews, who is a YGA participant and a recent graduate of Glenn High School. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Good. Were you a good student?
Oh, I'd like to think so.
Good. Well, if you'd said no, that would have been it for you, and I would have just talked to Andrea. Andrea, what is Youth Grantmakers in Action? What does that mean?
So Youth Grantmakers in Action, which we call YGA, is a diverse group of youth ages 15 to 18 that come from all over the county, and they come together to gain some leadership experience and make grants to youth-led projects that benefit youth in the community.
So this is not a pretend thing. You're
No,
actually,
this is real.
Now, are they raising money? Are you helping them to raise money? There's a pool of money that's used for various projects. How does that, because I don't understand.
It's a combination. So there's an endowment, so they do have a pool of money that
Okay.
we pull from every year for their grants, but then each year the youth also take initiative and raise money to add to that.
Now, do they get to decide, and I'll get to Jennifer in just a second, do you let them decide what projects they can work on, or do they come to you and say, this is what I'd like to use the money for? How does that work?
So the way it works is that they come up with their own grant application each year, and then they're responsible for going out to their networks of youth to get them to apply. And then they make the grant decisions themselves.
All right, now Jennifer, why did you want to get involved in YGA?
Well, at first I was just looking to take advantage of different programs in the community to put on scholarship applications and resumes and whatnot.
Because you wanted to look good for college and
Of
all that,
course,
right? Sure.
naturally. But once I got involved, it turned into something so much more, and an experience I'll be grateful for the rest of my life.
I'm going to throw out a few things to you, Jennifer, and just give me a few seconds on each one, because I think Andrea sent me an email about this, and it might have been Eliza that sent me the email, and it said some of the things you were working on. Habitat for Humanity. Give me a quick thing on that.
Habitat for Humanity, they wanted to hold a concert to raise funds to build a Habitat for Humanity house, and we funded them $850 this year.
Man, that's cool. Now, something called SMART, S-M-A-R-T, what was that all about?
That's Students Making a Right Turn. We funded them $100 to host a youth fashion show in the community.
A youth fashion show?
Yes.
And how was that going to help?
Well, basically, their concern was that a lot of youth in our community don't really know how to dress professionally for interviews and whatnot.
Right.
So they definitely wanted to take advantage of the opportunity to gather youth and teach them this is how you should conduct yourselves in an interview. And
Yeah, see, I've got all my tattoos covered up right now. That's a long story. Now, Theta Awards, T-H-E-T-A, Theta Awards and Scholarship Funds. What was that all about?
they hosted a theater high school award ceremony for local high schools in Winston-Salem and Forsyth County to raise scholarship funds for a summer enrichment program.
That's really neat. The Winston-Salem Youth Advisory Council.
Right. The Winston-Salem Youth Advisory Council, we funded them $400 so that they could make a series of public service announcements throughout their community to address issues such as bullying and labeling.
Now, are you going to get feedback? I know you're going off to college and everything.
Right.
But are you going to get feedback from any of these groups that you gave money to? You're going to try to stay in touch with them, or what?
Yes, usually YGA, we try to get participants in the program to attend every one of the events. And they also have to, as a final part of the process, they have to send us a report about how their event went.
Sure.
And how it impacted the community, essentially.
Sure, and it can be evaluated. Very quickly, Jennifer, what are your plans for the coming year?
I plan to study international business at UNC Charlotte.
UNC Charlotte, how about that? Andrea, I didn't let you talk much. I'm sorry,
Okay,
but
it's all about the youth.
Man, I'm
it's
telling
very
you.
much a youth-led program.
When I was her age, I was learning to tie my shoes. I mean, she's got all this stuff going on, and what a great ambassador.
Future senator, she wants to run
Future
for Senate.
senator, yeah. Are you interested in politics then, right?
I am, very much so.
Well, there's some people that need replacing. No, I can't say that. This is a Winston-Salem Foundation. It's non-political, but please run. No, she's very bright, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, you're very bright. Thanks for
Thank
doing
you.
all that stuff. Andrea, as we go to the website, I want you to tell me how we can find out more information, because some folks might say, hey, this is neat. I want to get involved with YGA. Up on screen is wsfoundation.org. There's also a phone number that may be right or wrong. You can correct me, 725-2382. But can they find out more about how they can get involved next time?
Yes, so if you go to that website, you can search for Youth Grantmakers in Action, but we also have a web address of our own, www.youthgrantmakersinaction.org.
Youthgrantmakersinaction.org.
And they can call that number and ask for me, and I'm happy to give more information.
All right, that's great. Andrea and Jennifer, thanks for doing this.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
Stay
you.
in touch with us.
Oh, most definitely.